Have you ever looked at someone your age and wondered, why am I not there yet? Could it be because you look at someone that has money, the college degrees, or the best career choices, a physique that is your dream, relationship that you desire to have, social media following of the most famous person you follow, personal achievements even. Why does that feel like you're falling behind instead of getting ahead? Feeling behind doesn't mean you're behind. It just means you have a later start. Everyone is building from a different starting point. The problem begins when we start using someone else's life as a scoreboard for our own. That's why there's a saying that your joy is taken away from you when you start comparing. Social media gives us a constant access to other people's achievement, whether it's through graduation, but we don't see them studying. We don't see the behind the hours putting into their study from middle school, high school to college. They see the body, but they don't see the years of dedicated diets to going to gym constantly. Through the days where they don't feel like they actually want to go. They just want to lay in bed or do something else. The business that grows or the stock market. They don't see the behind the hours of studying, of learning, of building, of creating, or anything. The money. But they don't see the sacrifice. They don't see the time that went into it. They see maybe a teenager with an armful of money spread across his arm. But how much of your stress comes from where you actually are, and how much comes from seeing where someone else is? People convince themselves, I should have my career figured out by now. I should be making more money. I should accomplish more. Who created that deadline? There isn't one universal timeline for success. There isn't just one person achieving something before you. That doesn't mean you failed. What truly matters is when you stop putting that as an excuse and start making the change. Sure, you're looking at someone, John, for instance, he has a better house than you. He has a loving family. He goes on multiple vacations throughout the year. He just recently got a job promotion. He, what, just got awarded, um, at city council. So what? You're letting that John, that guy, take away your joy, taking away what you have created for yourself. Sure, you might feel behind. Everyone does. Everyone feels like they have to chase something. But their success isn't evidence of your failure. Different people starts at different times. Some with families, some with resources, opportunities, responsibilities, talents, challenges. No matter what, someone started possibly earlier, someone started possibly late. Someone didn't understand, but they took the time. They was willing to step out and chase after what they desired. I look at my social media, there's people, I mean, you got to now, if I was supposed to make a bunch of money to buy this car in 30 days, I would go on YouTube, look up this child thing, create shorts from it, and post it on YouTube where I generate 12K a month. But yeah, I don't believe that. I mean, sure, does it happen? Probably. But that's just an easy way. They don't see the effort that's put behind. We're in a generation where AI can make us money. And I hate that generation. I hate it. But there's two people can work equally as hard and still progress at different speeds. They don't just put in the efforts. They might have the better resource. They might have the connections from families that they work with. They might have opportunities that you are not presented. But why is that stopping you? Focus on maximizing your circumstances, not wishing you had someone else's. You're comparing your life to someone else. That is taking away your joy. That is taking away your identity. That is taking away everything about you. I'll be honest. Whenever I moved back to my hometown, everyone talked about my uncle. Your uncle's this, your uncle's that. He's the best student. He was the best athlete. People thought I played football just like he did. I tried football once, but I let myself get consumed into what they compare me to. I let that, I have to be a better athlete. I have to be the best student. I have to do this, I have to do that. But that's not what is going to change anything. That is me chasing after someone else's dreams. That is me chasing after someone else instead of my own being. But not every important produce, produce you can't. Not everything is can be seen. Like you go into lift, you're not gonna see results the first day unless you do immediately 10,000 sit-ups. You're gonna see the line, the stress, and everything there. But you have to develop that, the discipline, the waking up early, going to the gym, or staying up late, training, making sure you get in each day that workout, the confidence, knowing that you are you, not knowing someone else. Sure, there's some people that might come into your life and they just question your confidence. They might intimidate you, but guess what? You are your own person. You have the knowledge of you. They don't have nothing about you. You can either choose to pursue them or choose to pursue yourself. It can't be that other way around where, oh, I'm gonna follow this guy, but I'm gonna still do my stuff. One, there's no in between. Sure, you can start your own business and follow someone, but following that one person is gonna be different because they already experienced it. You're starting whenever they have already went through it, not when they're starting either. But the patience behind it, it can be rough. It can be possibly suffering. It can be possibly stressed to the max each day, wondering when it's going to break. But guess what? That's the patience behind it. Not everything is created overnight. Success is not created overnight. I saw some kid, probably around my age. He invested in one stock. Next, he's made $40 million, and he's joined life. That is overnight success, not built, though. Did he been doing that for a long time? Possibly. I'm not doubting. I mean, I'm proud of that guy because he is able to enjoy life now. He probably retired his family, everything. But without understanding how money works, that's a problem because there's no discipline behind it. There's no confidence. There's no knowledge, no patience in that progress of learning. But you have to be resilient. when people are doubting you, telling you that you're no good, that this is just a stupid idea you created, sometimes you just have to go quiet. Sometimes you just have to step back and move around them, leave them behind for a little bit until you have the results of, hey, this happened, but guess what? I forgive you. But I still follow what I pursued, and I'm happy about it. But as you start to do this, you begin to build better habits. Maybe you're learning more. Maybe you're getting into better shape. Maybe you change your diet. Maybe instead of just scrolling on your phone, you're now reading something or looking at stuff that can help you progress. Like this morning, whenever I had time during my dentist appointment, I went on a stock market, found something, and invested in it. Have a set time for it to sell at a certain price. So I'm not looking at it constantly. But that's what creates emotional maturity is that all I've talked about, discipline, confidence, knowledge, patience, resilience, better habits, that is maturity in itself. You start to see yourself as more mature. You begin to see yourself as someone that can take on responsibilities, take on harder challenges, but that is you. These are important because they are infrastructures up for your future. Sometimes you're growing before you're learning. Most growth is exciting. Most growth isn't. The slow growth where you feel like you're getting slower and slower. You feel like you're falling behind more. I mean, sure, yes, it sucks. For instance, track and field for me. Whenever I went to meets, like I had meets 3 times a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. There's no workouts, so I had to use the meets as workouts. There's days where I was slower. There's days I was faster. There's days I beat myself up for it. But it's the repeated workouts that you do. The ones that no one sees, the ones that you don't post, the one that you don't tell anyone, the studying behind it, where you're learning something new about yourself, learning something that will profit you in the future, learning something that will make you you. Saving money. You can start saving $5 a day. At the end of the month, you have what, $150, $10, $300, $20, 600, $30. Right there's $900 that you save from 150 to 900 in a month. Now I'm not going to do the math for when it's going to be 12 because I'm only I have a script I'm following. But practicing the simple phrase, practice makes perfect. It's so true. But you have to create something that no one is watching. That's why you see, I've seen where, like I said, have a photo of you working on something that doesn't say your business, but doesn't say you're just watching something, but it shows that you're doing something. Make it mysterious. That is the best way to hide. Not just because of that, but because you're working whenever no one else is watching. Gonna show up, but showing up when motivation disappears, that's the hardest thing to do. When you got that, when you scroll through social media or something like that, you come across motivation, just like, I should be doing that right now. Then once you start doing it, you start becoming habit. You're like, I don't want to do it anymore, but just push through it. But sometimes results often lags behind the effort. It takes time. Maybe it takes weeks, months, years, but as long as it's 1% better than the last day, that's all that matters. Don't abandon the process because the scoreboard hasn't changed yet. Just gotta keep going at it. But ask yourself, am I actually consistent? Do I keep on showing up each day for myself to become better for my family, become better for my loved ones, become better for people around me? Am I improving my strategy? Am I building a plan, a goal that will possibly make me better in the long run? Am I learning from my mistakes? Mistakes is the best thing we ever had to learn from. That's why I love life because you really have to learn from the best teacher, and that's life. It's not our parents, even though we wish it was. It's not our friends, it's not schools, it's not anything like that. But it's learning from that mistake that you won't make it again. Am I expecting my results too quickly? Are you expecting to be in better shape by next week? I mean, I see whenever people, when it comes to summer break, people want that beach body. So they start to hit the gym like 2 months before, a month, couple weeks before, even a week before, and they don't get it. Are you expecting the results too quickly? Because that could be possibly it. But don't confuse slow progress with no progress. That is why the Atomic Habit book I read, 1% better each day. As long as it's 1%. It doesn't have to be a full 100% change of life. No, it can just be 1%. Like, instead of you just getting up and just going for a walk, you got up and made your bed that morning. That's 1% better. You're organizing your day from the start when you wake up. But you have to adjust to when necessary. You just can't just wait and wait and wait. You gotta adjust when things are getting uncomfortable. But don't constantly reset each day. You can make some changes now. Like you can't just go full on. I'm quitting sweets. I'm quitting junk food completely. I'm going on a complete diet. No, you got to cut things out slowly. Like adding more fruits whenever you crave sugar. Hey, I heard it's best to eat fruits whenever you're hungry. Because you're not just wanting something to eat. No, you're wanting to fill your body with nutrients that it requires. That's the best way to do it. But sometimes you don't need a new goal. You need more time with the current ones. Stop asking, am I ahead of them? This is not about them. This is about you. Do you feel you're in that moment where you can be satisfied? You can look at yourself in the mirror that night and say, I did today. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it the next day. Or you're going to look in that mirror and say, I could have done better today. I could have ran faster. I could have been a better person. I could have been a better friend. Could have been a better partner. It doesn't matter. It's whenever it's you. Do you feel satisfied with yourself for that day? Do you feel like you've achieved what you want to achieve? But you should start asking, though, am I ahead of who I used to be? It doesn't matter about them. The people outside of your house, the people that's outside of your life, it does not matter. Push that aside and focus on you. Am I ahead of myself? Am I ahead of who I used to be? Am I better than I was yesterday? Am I better than my past self? Am I making that progress where I can start seeing the results? Compare yourself. I started using ChatGPT as a daily journal. I, so I start each month on the first, and I ask results whenever the seventh. Each month, like each week, I see results. And once that month hits, I ask for more results. I get that full blueprint of everything I achieved that I forgot I did completely. But it shows me that I was consistent. It shows me that I'm becoming better. I can't wait when I hit 6 months, maybe a year, and I can see all the change I've done. But look at the improvement that's in it. The habits, the health, the knowledge, finance, relationships, discipline. When you start journaling, use AI. Use ChatGPT. It's a simple process. You can log your workout, you can log your daily eating habits, you can log what you did that day for that day. Label it as for the date. Today, I no, let me pull up yesterday. Wait, no. Let me pull up, give me a second. August 1st, during the 7th. Listen to this. Another week of putting in the work, physically, academically, personally, and spiritually. Fitness and athletics, 12 plus miles running, 10 reps of 200-meter sprints, 22.3 miles cycling, 150 minutes on a treadmill, 375 reps of weighted ab crunches, multiple upper body and leg workouts, nutrition and hydration, prioritizing protein throughout the week, eggs, chicken, steak, ground beef, pork, lentils, and protein shakes. Consistently ate vegetables including spinach, broccoli, carrots, celery, cucumbers, and peppers. Continue using creatine with protein shakes, included pumpkin seeds, almonds, walnuts for snacks. Stay focused on hydration throughout this week. Hit 160 ounces of water on August 7th. Balance home-cooked meals with fewer restaurant meals. You see, that's just part of it. That is part of my structure, the consistency, my physique, my making sure my body is taken care of. I don't want to suffer. I don't trust I have no offense with the medical field. Hopefully none of them takes offense to it, but I don't trust them. My generation is using AI to get food control. I don't trust that. If it's hands-on, I can trust that a little bit more, but yet when it comes to assigning certain things, mm-mm, I just I don't trust it that well. But that's what my schedule is like. It's not just wasted time, it's just me improving myself. But you have to focus on what you can control. You can't control someone else's success, their opportunities, their timeline, or how quickly they grow. Heck, you can see someone on an account pop up. Oh, he's a teenager. You made that. Okay. I should be making that as well. No, don't worry about him. Don't worry about her. Worry about you. It's all you. Not them, you. It matters what you're doing. If you're whether you're building or destroying, that's your choice. I'm not going to tell you to listen to this and next you just change your life automatically. No, that's your choice, not mine to do. I would love to change people's lives, but you can control today's workout, today's studying, today's spending, today's work, today's attitude, and even today's decisions. That's yours to control. No one else can control that for you unless you let them. But bring your attention back to execution. Make the small wins compound. You save today. Guess what? Keep on saving. You're going to see money that you thought would not be there. until you realize, holy smokes, I have more money in my bank at the end of the month than I usually do, or at the end of the week. But that's your choice of what you're going to do with that money. Are you going to invest it, or are you going to spend it? Or are you saving it for a reason? Vacation, possibly. But I'm going to ask you three questions that I want you. I mean, I'm not even sure you're going to make it this far. If you made it this far, drop a thumbs up or say something that will relate to this. But where was you 1 year ago? Was you suffering? Was you happy? What was your life 1 year ago? I'm trying to build a website so I can have that personal coaching. I would like to know. I like to know your story. What is what has improved since then? A year from now, what has improved? You're financially successful? Great. You're out of rough times? Amazing. But are you suffering? But what is one action you can take today to keep moving forward? One action. Whether you found out you have a disease, oh, you wasn't healthy, change that to I'm going to start eating healthier. I'm going to start showing up for myself because those that need me needs me. But I don't want you to leave it in the comments. I want you to write it down on a piece of paper where you can see it each day. Ping it on a TV, ping it on your phone notes, anything that will catch your eye and make you question that decision each day. You're not required to have everything figured out. Heck, a lot of people don't even know what they want to do with their life. You don't need to match someone else's timeline. Take your own time. It's your valued time, not theirs. Slow progress still counts, even if it feels like it's taking forever. But keep building, even when the results aren't visible yet. I'm gonna finish with this, and I hope everyone enjoys their day. Stop looking sideways at everyone else's journey. Look back at how far you can come. Look forward at where you're going, and then take the next step. You're not behind, you're still becoming. God bless you, everyone, and I'll see you next time.